Since 1991, lobbyist Jim Kavanaugh has promoted the legislative position of independent insurance agents of Nebraska and played defense against legislation that could harm members' business. Working closely with the Legislative Committee, Board of Directors, and member volunteers, Kavanaugh takes to the state capitol positions on legislative bills, works with the committee drafting new initiatives, and fights for insurance consumer protection laws. Here's what's happening now in the legislative session.
Welcome to the 2011 Independent Insurance Agents of Nebraska Legislative Update. Our guest today is Senator Burke Harr. Welcome, Senator Harr.
Thank you very much for having me. I think a world of your group, and I appreciate your endorsement this last fall.
Well, you're very welcome. We look forward to working with you in the unicameral. Tell us a little bit about your background.
Well, my mother's from Stanton. I'm a sixth-generation Nebraskan on my mother's side. My dad is from Greeley, Nebraska. He's an insurance lawyer. He worked for the Department of Insurance under Frank Morrison. He has continued to work in the area of insurance. Frank Barrett was the director. He's a good family friend, so I've been around insurance my whole life, whether I wanted to or not. Paid for my education. Grew up in Omaha, went to public school, kindergarten through 8th grade, Omaha Public Schools. Then I went to Creighton Prep. I left Nebraska to go to college and went to St. Thomas. Then went to Notre Dame for law school. As soon as I graduated in '98, came back to Nebraska, practiced law in Nebraska, and about 2 years ago, I founded a small company called Flatwire Strategies. It's a business consulting company that I run with Tom Jansen, who is Joe Jansen's son, an independent agent. And then I'm married. I have a wonderful wife, Jennifer, who is a elementary school teacher. And we have 2 children, Rita, who is about 2, and Augusta, who is 6 months old.
Well, very good. That keeps you busy, I'm sure.
Yes. We have to be very tight on our schedule.
I imagine. Tell us a little bit about the insurance issues you see the legislature addressing this year.
Well, we just got done introducing bills yesterday. There are about 690 bills. There are probably 3 general areas I see important to independent agents. Number one is the Affordable Health Care Act, which is going to be a series of legislation and bills that will be introduced. The probably one of the more important ones is the Financial Responsibility Act introduced by Senator Lathrop. And what that does is it doubles the minimum requirements on automobile insurance, which hasn't been updated since 1983. So I think that's probably long overdue. And then, of course, there's workers' comp issues. There are always a plethora of those. I am on the Judiciary, Ag, and then Business and Labor. So those workers' comp will come in front of our committee. So I'm sure there'll be a lot of debates and hearings, and it should be interesting to see what gets through.
The budget seems to be an overriding issue in a lot of people's minds.
Yes, it is. It'll take a lot of oxygen out of the room this year. I think that's probably where we'll spend the majority of our time, trying to figure out what the priorities of this government are.
Well, thanks again for joining us here today, and we look forward to working with you through the 2011 session and beyond.
Well, thank you very much for having me.
Thank you. You bet.